Hey, what's good, everybody? This is AD in the clutch, and as I'm seeing some reports that LeBron James is visiting Saudi Arabia, hanging out with Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, from what I read in the report, and it's generating a lot of NBA buzz within the community, as a lot of people are speculating that LeBron might end up playing for Saudi Arabia once he's retiring from the NBA, because LeBron has stated that once he plays with his son Bronny for a year, so it can be basically the first father-son duo to play in the same league together, then LeBron's going to retire. So that could happen within like 2 years realistically. And with that, I mean, it does make sense. I mean, like LeBron to, if he wants to make as much money as possible, to, as soon as he's done playing with his son for one season, he can go straight to Saudi Arabia and make hundreds of millions, if not billions, like within a year or two. Because and it doesn't surprise me, like if Saudi Arabia does take over basketball, because they've taken over soccer, which is obviously like the #1 sport in the world in terms of like popularity and how much money they generated. And if Saudi Arabia was able to convince Cristiano Ronaldo, which is, he's basically the equivalent of LeBron James in their respective sports, like I wouldn't be surprised if Saudi Arabia, they can develop their own basketball leagues and start chipping away a star player here, another star here, another, and Saudi Arabia could be a serious threat. Because if somehow LeBron is like enticed with what Saudi Arabia has to offer, despite what we all know, how they violate human rights, or basically don't have any human rights, and how they treat people oppressing, and all these crazy strict laws. And if somehow that's, despite all that, despite what LeBron has done and being an activist, he still is willing to go to Saudi Arabia, to still be willing to talk to them and possibly entertain some offers, I wouldn't be surprised if several or a good amount of role players who are not making as much money in the league, or possibly on their way out the league, will want to join Saudi Arabia. So this is a story that like may not make a lot of sense now, may not have so much heat, but it will very soon, like, especially within the next few years, when a star player could potentially end up joining Saudi Arabia. Because if they've done that with soccer, they can definitely do that with the NBA, because it's crazy what the Saudis are doing. So I read some reports, some like speculation that like LeBron is being offered like a 2-year, $1 billion contract. Nothing is like official from either side, or people are saying like LeBron, he's selling out, but I don't know. I mean, this is a very delicate situation, and Saudi Arabia has been taking over a lot of sports. They've taken over, as I mentioned earlier, with soccer, golf. Somehow they were able to make a merger with the PGA, something we've never seen before. Just like we wouldn't expect Cristiano Ronaldo, a top athlete in the world, arguably in the history of the world, he ended up going to Saudi Arabia. And now with Formula One having their own race over there, and like being one of the premier events for that sport, because of the amount of money they pour into F1, it's only a matter of time before they start doing the same thing with basketball. Because what Saudi Arabia is doing with all this money they get from oil and all kinds of other investments, it's unbelievable. So let me know what you guys think down below. Do you think LeBron James is seriously considering going to Saudi Arabia, or is he gonna like stay true to what he says and believes in, and will stay loyal to the US? But let me know what you guys think. This is a very interesting topic that may not mean much now, but I have a feeling like in a couple years time, this is going to be like a commonality. Like this is going to be on every single news outlet. This is going to be a major talking point for many fans, journalists, and all kinds of people alike. So let me know what you guys think. Please like and subscribe to this channel. We are on the road to 100 subscribers. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Talk to you guys soon, and God bless.